Hey everybody, how you doing? First note, the videos that I'm making, I'm kind of jumping around, and I may make a video and then put it up a day or two later, or I may put it up 3 days later. Depends on the video that I made that day. That's why I'm not putting dates or saying it's Monday or Tuesday or whatever, because they're all kind of relative right now. So the most recent video you may have seen was the update on Bear and Sissy, which I actually made about 3 or 4 days ago. Then I decided to put in, I have for sale stuff, the Zippos and all that. So anyway, okay, so yesterday I was going through some of my closets, and I do have a lot of closets and a lot of storage here in this trailer that I live in. Wow, I got a lot of stuff. I was getting into stuff that I hadn't seen for 5 or 7 years, which some of that is archives, personal stuff that, some of it I'm going to keep, some of it I'm going to throw away. Other things I'm getting into, like I got into my GoPro stash. Take a look at these pictures here. Fills this 4-foot long table. It's just all the cables, all the housings, all the brackets. I don't even have the tripods. I have 2 tripods, a short one and a tall one. So I got a lot of GoPro stuff. So part of the deal is, a couple years ago, we went from the micro USB plugs to the C plug, which is real nice because, C you can put in either way, upside down or right side up. So I went through all of my cords, my GoPro cords, my C cords, my micro cords, split them up, put them into Ziploc baggies, to keep them separate. The other thing is I don't know if all cords are this way. Some cords are charging only, and some cords, will transfer data when you plug it into the PC. Okay, so I figured those out, separated them. So I've got a lot of GoPro stuff, including something that I knew that I had that I hadn't used for a long time, mainly for time lapse. It's this cool little about the size of a soup can. It's called a Turns Pro. What it is it has a turntable on top. It's battery operated. So you put the GoPro or a camera on it, then you set the parameters, and it will slowly turn, the degrees that you have set, or all the way around. You can adjust the speed that it's turning. So I have used this occasionally for time-lapse photos where I'm taking photos, one every 10 seconds or something like that. And then the Turns Pro, slowly rotates the camera. So it's barely perceivable to the human eye, but when you put it into the software and load up the time-lapse and everything, it's a nice sweeping panoramic view. Okay, so I got that and batteried that up and had to clean it up and got it working. So long story short, I'm going to be putting a lot of stuff out on YouTube when I'm moving with my brother Mike. I don't have anything else to do, and I'm going to be doing some GoPros and some time-lapse and stuff like that. Stuff that I didn't have the time to do now, when I was working, and kind of got pushed to the wayside. So, some of you guys will enjoy that stuff, some won't. I'm going to put all this stuff up there, fling everything towards the wall and see what sticks. And you might see here at the bottom of this photo, I have a Stanley 2-bin wheeled tow cart. It's a toolbox on top and then a bin underneath, and it all locks together, and it's on wheels. And this is what I put all my GoPro stuff into, and I can haul it around and have every piece of my GoPro collection, if you will, with me. I don't know exactly how this is going to work out, but I've talked to an individual who has talked to an individual who may want to get on some social media for their antique store. So I may contact that individual. Right now, I'm not, into that. I'm just, it's too soon. I'm talking 2, 3, 4 months down the road. So anyway, look for some interesting content coming once I get moved and I get my computer desk set up at my brother Mike's. I'm going to be doing some reviews. That's for you, Matt. You said you wanted some reviews. I've got some things that I'm going to do some reviews on. And so anyway, look for that. I am operating years old 2016 and 2018 GoPro 4 Silvers. They're pretty old, but they still work. I got like extra batteries and everything, so You know, I got it all. I got it all, and I'm keeping it. Also, you know, and I knew I had this, but I haven't used it for several years. My Mavic Pro drone, and if you haven't been keeping up with the drone industry, they now have the new drones have technology in them that the government can track your drone, and you have to have that operational in order for your drone to fly. And then any Tom, Dick, or Karen can get on the internet, see your drone up there above your address, go to the website, plug in the address, and see who owns the drone that's flying overhead so they can turn you in. They have aftermarket devices that clamp to your drone that, you know, will do this if this is not built into the software of your drone. Well, I spent $2,500 on this drone almost 10 years ago, 7 years, yeah, about 10 years ago, I'd say. Cases, cables, extra blades, landing gear, landing pad, yada, yada, yada. I have not flown this drone for 3 years. It will take a lot of software updates. After the software updates, I'm unclear whether or not this drone will actually fly or not. I didn't get pictures of this, but I have put that up on Facebook for a killer price. Number one, because I can't show that it flies right now. And I do have one individual that's going to come and look at it in the next day or two. He has a drone and he wants this for parts and stuff, for replacement parts. And I'm selling this at a cut rate sale price. I'm not going to mention it here right now, but it's hundreds of dollars instead of thousands of dollars. Just to get rid of it, I'm not going to use it. I used to get into the drone a little bit, but not so much anymore. So that one's being sold, but the GoPro stuff I'm keeping. Keep an eye out for some interesting stuff in a month or two after I get moved. All right, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.